Hello everybody, it's me, Bravo, and I'm going to show you how to achieve the little Ante achievement. So, I'm going to start off with the basics. We're going to go with, I'm going to tell you exactly how to pick your focuses, your research. You can deviate slightly, or, you know, if you disagree with certain things. I've been playing this, trying to get this achievement for 12 hours. I've basically overcome all of the challenges that you can basically overcome, except for the fact that, you know, I've had some technical issues with, you know, peace deals and things, which have made things a bit weird. Okay, so basically I'm going to go and read the, I want to go ahead and, hang on, get the achievement up right now. So we're going to be going for, Big Entente. As France, complete the little Entente national focus and have all German cores owned by you or someone in your faction. So that even means that if you wanted to puppet Germany and all of your allies are in your alliance, and you let, you know, it make sure you puppet Germany in the end. But we'll take about more like later. So first, we're going to be looking at what research we want. Since the war will be starting in 1938, you are obligated under basically you are obligated to help Czechoslovakia. You can't, you know, say we'll push. You can have Sudetenland, and then, you know, we'll fight later. It's like you have to help them as soon as they ask for your help. I recommend that you turn off your historical focuses. So first things first, we're going to go to research. So basically, I always go for basic machine tools, construction, and I go for the electronic mechanical engineering, which just gives extra research bonus to research time. So we're going to go look at our national focuses. Now, how you pick these is very important. Do not under any circumstances be tempted to go for the extra research slots. You don't need them, and you'll run into an issue where you're not going to be ready for the war if you go for the extra research slots. But you're still going to need to go down the industry first. What I've found that works out really well. Now, you can do it either way. You could probably go for government reform first, and then go for metropolitan France and go down the industry, which would probably be better. And in fact, we could probably do that now, because basically what you'll want is you'll want a silent workhorse advisor, so that you'll be getting 0.50 while you're researching. So for every 2 days you'll get 1 political power, rather than for every 5 days you're getting 1 political power, which is huge. You're going to need that. So first things first, let's go for government reform and get that out the way. And then you want to go down metropolitan France, all down to military factories, Algeria France, down to colonial military factories, and then you want to go support the status quo, little Entente, invite Yugoslavia, invite Romania, defensive focus, fortification focus, alpine forts. You don't need the extended of the Maginot Line, and by that time you should be about ready to go to war with Germany, as they'll probably have asked for Sudetenland just before or around this time. So that's fine. When you're building your factories, you want to be straight away building military factories. Absolutely no time to be building civilian economy, as I found. And you basically just want to build your military factories in the northern part of France. And the reason for this is, if you come back onto the normal map, is that if Italy decides that they want to join in into the war, and if they push through, if you have your civil military factories in the south and they take those areas, you're going to be struggling for your military production. You want to keep it all up north if possible. I mean, and keep it now like Belgium, Paris, and that sort of thing. You want to be making sure that you're doing that. And I just recommend just you know, putting your you know, how you do your production is up to you. You can take off of the example I'm going to be giving you in this video. So first things first, just going to put all of these troops basically on the border here, and I'm going to, I don't know how I'm going to cut this yet, so I might just show all of this off, messing around with the units. But I recommend that what you do with your units on the mainland is that you make them standard divisions. Same with the cavalry. I mean, if you want to make them motorized, it's up to you, but I just usually make them infantry divisions. You know, all the colonial brigades as well, obviously. Switch all those over, all the cavalry. We want to be keeping that. Yeah, we want to be keeping. We'll be giving ourselves the best sort of units, and we obviously want to be trading about. That's about that much. I mean, you could be riskier and obviously go with more units, but it can be risky because when you start the war and if you don't have the manpower, the political power ready, it can be kind of an issue. Anyway, I'm gonna go overseas now. Basically, I just basically select all of my well, I deselect. Yes, so basically, I get all of my colonial divisions, and I do keep them overseas. Apart from two, which are the normal standard divisions, which you get over in Indochina. Those will come back over to your to the Maginot Line, and you'll be wanting to pick a field marshal with max entrenchment bonuses. Now, but the thing is, we will be going on the offensive, and I will be talking more about why that is when we come to that. Also, what you want to do is get all of your, basically just get all of your ships in one place, absolutely all of your ships, so you can organize them. And I'm going to tell you the best places to put your submarines, because that's going to be kind of important. When this pops up, you don't want to accept, you don't want to say that you want to go to war, because even, I mean, it's not because of necessarily because of the Civil War, but it's mainly because you'll end up allying with Great Britain. You won't be able to get the achievement if you select this option. You need to go issue a diplomatic objection, and yes. So you got 135 power. That's fine. We're just going to keep. We're going to research our factories now. In the meantime, I'm going to. I'm just basically going to keep selecting all of my ships to come back. I apologise if the me flicking through screens is a pain, but I hope you don't mind the quick tutorial here. Right. Okay, make sure I haven't missed any navies. Okay, we'll wait for those to gather up in the port there. Okay, so we got electronic, whatever engineering. We're just going to keep going for mechanical computing. Okay, and right, all of our ships have arrived. So basically, we have 60 submarines. So what you want to do is, I like to split them into well, let's see. Actually, let me just see what I want to do with these first. Right, so we've got a group of 30. We're gonna give them an admiral for the. Doesn't really matter which admiral you choose, but you know, obviously one of your admirals have like a submarine bonus trait, so I mean it doesn't hurt to put him on one of your submarine fleets. We're going to be going on convoy raiding, particularly around here. And you might be asking why, but we're going to be taking this part. If Italy joins the war, we're going to be wanting to take this part of France, this part of Africa, so we can just basically have full, you know, have one less area to focus. Because we're gonna have, then we can have our just fleets. You know, we can have our convoys sink any transport ships. We don't have to worry about you know, troops shipping over here and you know, just disrupting our overseas industry. So you know, that's fine. They're gonna, you know, so they'll push there when the time is right. You can give them a general if you want. Probably recommend that you do that. We'll also have another admiral. You can just give him the crappy one, and we can just go convoy raiding over here. Just yeah, the East and North Sea. It's fine if you just want to just basically convoy raid around those parts. Now, obviously, just pick your high. If you know any of these admirals you like, I particularly like going for Admiral Jean or General Francois. Sorry if I'm butchering these names. And I'll basically just go for a search and destroy mission around the Western Mediterranean Sea and the Central Mediterranean Sea and the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. to just basically wipe out any big fleets that might be hanging around from Italy or anything like that. We should be able to compete with Italian fleets. Okay, so with this, you can now it's either a toss-up. You can either go I'll go take 10% communism, though you might risk a civil war at this stage. However, what I like to do is I think for the first time, I say I'd rather just say no to that. I'm just gonna say okay, I'll lose the 5 national unity, and then once I get the daily democratic reform, you might get like a second pop-up that gives the same like event. You'll just basically you can just accept the communism because it won't be such an issue for you because you'll have more democratic support by then. I'm going to put a cut in here. I've got to be right back. I'm back. Okay, so we're going to continue on now. Metropolitan France. We just keep going down this both industry trees. Well, what are we going for concentrated industry? Germany won't bomb us much at all. Sometimes you get an event to change your economy to early mobilization. Always click that. Always, always, always. It's such a great event. So you got the strikers workers strike even because we don't want more communism in our country. Could cause a civil war. We're gonna go for silent workhorse now. I don't recommend that you go for the backroom backstabber, because he only gives like an extra 5% political power gain, and it's really not worth the points because you just don't get enough of them, and it's just really not. It's like an extra 0.10 a day. It's just seriously not worth it. Don't bother. The 0.50 is way better than nothing. Also, you'll pretty much just want to be saving your points. Once you've got the democratic reformers, so you can get yourself war economy and extensive conscription when the war starts. I mean, you could probably skip the daily democratic support guy. He's not required. I mean, you probably won't ever run but it's basically like if you want more national unity and you don't want to get that event again that knocks you down another 5%. It's always a nice choice. To be honest, we could probably skip by it, in fact, which we will. We'll just get what we need, because that's basically, you've basically just got to get the bare bones. What do I need when playing this? Those are your priorities. You've got to just get exactly what you need. You can't be getting extras. You can't be like, oh, this would be nice. You've got to say, do I need this? And everything that I'm picking is because I need it. I don't like the daily fascism support. You probably don't need it, and to be honest, we'd probably be better off without it, and it would allow for us to have better flexibility on our laws when the time comes. We're just going to save up now, so don't be tempted to spend it on things and be like, oh, that looks cool, that'd be nice. You need it specifically for changing your laws, because your manpower is just going to run out. It's like as soon as the war starts, it's pretty much just going to run out, and it's pretty brutal. Also, a good achievement, if that you haven't got it yet, is to, in the meanwhile, just go to leave your game on if you don't expect to be going to war again. Just leave it run to the end date, because you get an achievement for just surviving as France. I mean, it's a pretty easy game to, an easy nation to survive as, actually. I mean, because if we weren't looking to take over Germany and just survive, we could just, put forts up the Belgium line, put it along the Alsace region and the Savoy region. Just put forts all the way down there. The Maginot Line, whatever. Well, we already have level 10 forts down the Maginot Line, sorry, but extending it to the Belgium line and the Alpine region is a welcome. Is an always welcome addition. So basically, I mean, you just sit here and do nothing. Now, usually, what I would have done before with these units in Africa is that I would have just, changed them into normal divisions, and then, because usually I change my colonial divisions to normal divisions, like always. But for the sake of this, I just figured, you know what, right? They're cost effective, they're cheap, low, like what, like six little, what they're called, brigades in the division. So it's, they're not too expensive. I mean, they're only like a third cheaper, I guess, in that sense, excluding the support equipment, for manpower and infantry equipment. But still, I just figure like save on manpower a little bit. Just have them take this African area, and then once they're done, they can come. I can always change them over then, and then bring them back to the European theatre. It would have been nice to see Republican Spain win. Obviously, it's always a nice hope to get Republican Spain to win, but they never usually do. But nationalist Spain shouldn't be an issue for you for quite a while. I've never had them join the war because it's usually the war's over by the time they can even do anything. Basically, you'll be wanting to blitzkrieg the Germans before they can blitzkrieg you. So actually, let me get my offensive lines all set up. And the thing is, like, the reason I say like it's so important just to get what you absolutely need like just flat out like the issue is that you will fight in 1938, so you just got to be getting what you need, and that's why you can't afford the research slots. I mean, even if we could afford the research slots, we can't get land doctrines because they're just super expensive and take far too long. Right, let's get the better industry. And it's just, like, I mean, like, I wouldn't get a land doctrine because it's pointless. I could get, like, the search and destroy battlefield concentration. That's not bad. I actually like getting that, and then I obviously get the infantry equipment upgrades. But for now, we can just get the naval doctrine. Just get one, and then one naval doctrine. While we're fighting Germany, we can go right ahead and get ourselves some better technology. But yeah, we're getting a lot more power now, which is good. But we're just gonna save it. I mean, I've sometimes make mistakes where I like, oh yeah, I can take this, that's cool. But then I forget, and I'm like, oh shit, I need that. And since it's Iron Man, I can't go back. So it's very important that you're taking absolutely only what you need. It's so try and follow this guide as close as possible. Obviously, I could still get Iron Jesus, and Italy just goes straight for Pact of Steel, and is allied with Germany before I know it. But because I've had that happen where I'm having to fight both at the same time. So I mean, you want to max out your Alpine force, even if you don't go to war. It's not a waste of time because it's like it's always a risk that you could end up fighting Italy. It's always a possibility. And it's not a possibility you want to leave the chance. So, you want to always fortify this. I mean, obviously you have the doctrine, but you want to fortify it more than that because 2 forts just isn't enough. It's a minus 30 attack for them, which is still substantial, but if they have more numbers than you, it's not enough. If you want to leave, I mean, because ideally you want as many troops on the Maginot front as possible, so you can't afford to leave your sorry, I'm running a blank. I'm extremely tired. I've actually been doing this. I've done this about like 5 or 6 times. So I figured I'd do a tutorial because I've actually got pretty knowledgeable at what I'm doing here. But yeah, because actually, well, yeah, I remember what I was saying now, but I'll explain the exactly the war sort of things as we get closer to the time. But other than that, it's basically just super important that you fortify Savoy as much as possible. Also, what I recommend that you do is that you just get your troops and train them up to regular while you're waiting around. So you know, you just go right ahead, get all your trained and green troops. So you go duh, 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 duh. It's so important that you train up your troops as much as you can before the war. You just make a new group, just start exercising them. You don't need to move them or anything, you just leave them where they are and just have them train. Then you just pick off the regulars when they're ready, and there you go. By the way guys, this achievement has been extremely fun to try and play because it's so hard but it's so challenging. And that's what I like with some of the achievements, is that sometimes they're really stimulating. You know, like it's like a fun challenge to do. Like, can you do it? And that's what I like about some of the, achievements. But when I obviously don't like world conquest achievements. They're pretty stale. They're just like conquer peace, conquer peace, conquer peace. Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, so now we are able to pick another tech. We can go for construction tech. And then after these two, we're probably going to go for an infantry equipment and I don't know, maybe artillery tech. So we got we're about to be done with our colonial factories, and after that we're going to go ahead straight for the status quo. Actually, if you'll have the points to start with. Oops, shit! I didn't mean to buy them, but well, doesn't matter. Yeah, if you have the points that you'll end up starting with. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna finish my thought in just a second. I'm just gonna do these before I forget, and so they don't keep training. And I just forgot what I was thinking because I was too busy reorganizing those guys. But I think I was saying that shit, I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys. I'll add in a quiet space here in just a second, and I'll probably comment it over if I can tell what I was thinking in the playback. Oh right, I remember now. Actually, no need. So basically, if you will have the points ready to enact population laws, recruitment laws, then you can go ahead and be risky and put your manpower way near the bottom. There we go. See, status quo. We want to go straight ahead and head right down Little Ontaire. Please make sure you're clicking the right things when you're playing Iron Man mode for this achievement, because if you click the wrong option or something and you spent all that progress, you've locked into the wrong focus, there's no going back. So please make sure you're being extremely careful when picking exactly what you want. So this is going to allow us to create a faction with Czechoslovakia. It's obviously just extremely important that we make the faction and go and invite Yugoslavia and Romania. They are essential. You don't need to do a Polish guarantee. It's not really essential. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just guarantee them for 25 anyway later on. I mean, Germany typically won't attack Poland. I mean, they might do the reassert eastern claims, but they won't attack Poland while you're knocking down their front door and pushing them into the history books. Okay, so you made a Little Ontaire. That basically means that Czechoslovakia is in a faction with you. Though it's not really. I mean, it's like, for example, if there was no use for continuing this research trade, like to invite Yugoslavia, Romania, which is super essential. Like you have to do this, otherwise playing France is just impossible. So what I like to do is I like to obviously invite Yugoslavia, Romania. Then I'll start going for defensive focus, fortification focus, and alpine forts. They'll give me 2 forts along the entirety of the forts along the entirety of the Italian border. You're picking all the wrong windows. Sorry guys, I'm pretty fucking tired, as you can probably tell. After we've get set up, I'll take a sleep, and then yeah, okay, into artillery. So the thing is, right, there's not an awful lot I can take that I really need, so that's why it's not really much point in getting a fourth research slot. Like just doing it this way is pretty efficient. Then anyways, yeah. So we're gonna invite Yugoslavia, then invite Romania, defensive focus, fortification focus, Alpine focus. Around fortification focus or Alpine focus, Germany should be demanding Sudetenland. Like having the fourth research slot would be handy, but okay, guys, I'm gonna go sleep because I'm falling asleep now, and we'll be back tomorrow with yeah. So Germany enacts Anschluss at when just now as I'm about to get defensive focus. So when I get down to either fortification focus, yeah, well actually when I get down to Alpine focus at okay, so we're ending the episode here, everybody. Sorry for the me getting a little tight at the end. I basically all that happened was me going, oh, sleep, and then I said quietly, and then I go, okay, bye, and then I go. So I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. This is going to be part 1, of course. There'll be a second part coming out soon. I hope that this is the preparation side of it, and we're going to go briefly into the war side aspect of it next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.